Hey guys, this is Whimsical Gardener here. Welcome to my channel. So it is the end of end of August, and I know I'm going to be planting up my mailbox for fall, maybe sometime in October-ish or so. So I've got probably a good month and a half of the display looking the way how it's looking. And middle of summer, it got really hot and some of the containers are not looking so great. So I want to show you guys a technique that I learned from when I visited Lucas Nursery in Florida. And I was in their butterfly garden. And what I noticed was that they had containers of plants and they just stuck the container of plants in wherever area they need to, and then they can take it out and they can switch it out as time progresses. So I want to do that because this display that I'm going to update right now will only be in display for about a month and a half until I refresh it for fall. And some of the things are looking pretty good, but they still have a little bit of a pocket. So for example, notice that my grass is looking good, but my other plants, they've all petered out. My Gumfrina have all petered out too as well. I've got a little bit of a gap over here, and look over here too as well. There's a little bit of a gap too as well. So a little bit, and it's not looking so nice. And this is kind of like prime real estate area. And I figure it needs a little bit of sprucing up, a little bit of zhuzh for the next month and a half. So this is how I'm going to show you how I will do that with little to no effort. You do have to spend a little bit on plants. So let's admit that you're going to spend a little bit on plants, but you're going to have a really nice updated fresh look for the remaining summer because we're in late summer right now. So let me show you what I'm going to do. So I was actually at Pike's earlier today and they had all of their Echinacea on sale half off. So these are perennials. So what I'm going to do is stage them in the container in here temporarily. See the display of flower, enjoy it because you pass by here quite often. I got a lot of people that walk in the neighborhood. They can look at it too as well. And then when everything dies down starting in October, I can plant them in the landscape. So I've got three. This is the Cheyenne Spirit. I've got the double scoop raspberry for these other two. So let's just start placing them. So this one here, the flower is fairly tall. So what I'm going to do is raise my grass up and stick it right in there. And see how it gives you your instant impact? Beautiful. See how beautiful this looks? And you can't even tell that there's a container that's there. Now what I'm thinking about is this area over here. So let's bring a little bit of interest with that. So I went to Lowe's, and they had these Ipomoea on sale. So I figure what I'll do is to give it a little bit of height. I mean, not height, a little bit of draping. Let's take this out. What did I have? I had a petunia here. That's all done. I'm going to go ahead and tuck this one right in and let it drape. And then now I have an immediate impact and it will start trailing out really nice. And this container is starting to give nice fall vibes. So maybe I'll bring me another Cheyenne Spirit and mimic that on the other side. So let's see if I want to do that or I want to do the pink. Let's see what the pink looks like. This is a double scoop bubblegum, double scoop bubblegum. I think that's what it is. Yeah, double scoop bubblegum. I may do 2 containers of this because there's nothing to hide it right there, so I'll try to put something else that would hide it. I'm sure I have something, you guys. You know what, let me go grab me a Cheyenne Spirit and see if I'll put another one there. So actually I chose this one here, and this one here is the Panama Red. So let's see what that looks like. I may keep the purple and add the red to it. Perfect, everyone. And I'm tilting it a little bit so that I'm tucking it in a little bit here so you don't see. So the leaf, see how the leaf is blocking it? Perfect, perfect. I need to keep my tag. All right, so now what I'm looking for is a little bit of color like how the other side has it. So let's see where we want to tuck that in. You know what, guys, I do have a second one. So let's splurge, because it's only a display for another month and a half. There you go. Wow, that looks beautiful. Quite beautiful. Let's do one of the Ipomoeas. All right, so you've got some good color on there, and it looks nice and full for the whole another month and a half before I do this container again for the fall season. So let me back the camera up a little bit, and I'll show you what it looks like. And simple way to extend the life of your container just by sticking other plants in it. For this one here, I actually brought another one, which is more on the red side. This is the Celosia red coneflower. It's shorter. And I figure what I'll do is there's a little bit of a gap right here. So let's see if we can stick something in that area and just fill that gap. Ooh, you guys, I've outdone myself. This looks so pretty. I'll just need to make sure that it's watered properly. All right, let me take the camera off the stand and I'll show you guys the two containers, and they look stunning. Stunning, you guys, stunning. Wait till we're done with the top part of it too as well. All right, guys, how full do they look, right? How full do they look? Look at this. Oh my goodness. This is what I'm gonna do next year as well too, because I want my container to look nice and lush all summer and have people enjoy them as they walk. I love when people walk and they see the plant and you can see the smile on their face. Gorgeous, gorgeous. And coneflower, the flower lasts for a good 2 months or so. This one, oh my goodness. The grass looks stunning. So now it's all refreshed. I think that looks good. I've spoken to my neighbors and I can trim the crepe myrtle that comes over to my side. So we'll do that on another project, because I do need to trim it up. It's really messy, and then it's hiding all of my beautiful flowers. I wanted flowers to be shown. So let's start on top here and I'll show you what we'll do with that. So I got some Ipomoea, the same purple one that will tie the two bottom one to the top. I got this from Home Depot. Nice fallish color too as well. And then I got another of, this is sombrero orange coneflower. So got that one too as well. So my thought is I'm gonna put the Echinacea in this container over here. Guys, I'm too short. I'm gonna have to take this down and do it on the ground. This one I'm actually gonna plant in. You guys, the sun went down, rain drizzling on and off, and it's hot, but it's not unbearable. And it's a Friday afternoon after work. It's so enjoyable, you guys, so enjoyable. All right, so then put this one in here, and I'm actually going to be tilting it a little bit forward, so that way it will show from the front of the container. And then let's see here. Put those two. I'll do the trail. No, I'll do the trail on that one. Let me go see if I can find another Echinacea that is shorter like this one here. Guys, I came home with 8 echinacea just for me and 9 for the front of the subdivision. You'll have to wait for that project I'm doing along on when we're planting those out. So I'll show you guys that one. So I have lots of plants and I have lots of plants in my stash. So let's go find us something else. This one might be a little bit too big, but I was thinking maybe I substitute the bigger one instead of the smaller one. So let's see. Actually, that looks fuller. Yeah, we'll do the big one instead of the smaller one. So let's pack it around with some soil. And we'll get some beautiful blooms and a good display. This one is the red ombre coneflower. Okay, so that's that. What I'm thinking is this one here. Let's pull all of these out. Let me go bring my trimmer so I can trim back the dead ones from the grass. Trimmed up all of the, oh, missed a few. So I've got the Ipomoea, right? So I'm thinking that I have that trail down. I'm just going to place first before I plant. And then I've got the Celosia. So what I'm contemplating is, do I put the Ipomoea, Celosia, Ipomoea that way and let that trail down? Or I kind of liked it in the middle here. It looked really great. So I think I'll do that. And then I'll plant it sideways so that way you can see the purple leaves. I think that will be good. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. And notice how I am tilting the flower to face forward so you can see it as opposed to it being like this where it's not that impactful. It's more impactful when it's like this. And I have soil. I'm going to backfill with the soil. Wish I had one more. I think one more would have looked better. Did I buy 3 or 2? I'm not sure what I did. Let me go look and see. I only bought 2, you guys. I don't know why I didn't buy 3. Groups of 3 always look good. So let's pack this one in. Now, what I'm contemplating, you guys, is this one here. What if, it's a little bit too, no, it's a kill. It's too much. I was thinking maybe I can put this one up against the grass there. Let me try that, you guys. Let's undo this. See, that already looks impactful. Let's bring you a little closer. And then I still do the Ipomoea over here. And then we finish up back with our Celosia. One there, one right behind here. I think that looks more impactful. So we didn't really do that much and it looks just stunning. Absolutely stunning. All right, let's clean up again for the second time. So all in all, this project took me maybe 20 minutes. I could have done it faster if I wasn't filming and doing all the little stuff I normally have to do, but just a beautiful instant impact. Again, let me finish cleaning up and I'll show you guys the grand reveal. And I love it. I love it. It just looks amazing and transitions the color scheme as well, leading into fall. So beautiful. All right, you guys. So walking up closer, isn't that stunning? Guys, this used to be in a magazine. I'm sorry, it really does. Especially this container. How beautiful is this container? So, closer look. We put 2 echinaceas in containers here. And we already have the profusion. Not sure what the name of this one is, but it's a profusion zinnia that we had earlier in the season. And we put the Ipomoea here. So that's a nice contrast with the purple against the white container. Beautiful. And then I just realized the purple Ipomoea actually complement the purple fountain grass. And the fountain grass has plumes. How beautiful are the plumes, everyone? Absolutely gorgeous. Beautiful, isn't it? Stunning. I love this. I love this. And we placed 3 echinacea actually in this side here because it had more space. So we have this one here. Guys, look at the flower. Stunning, right? And then the double scoop bubble gum. And again, the leaves hide the container so you don't see it. And we have our Ipomoea right there as well too. And again, you can see the fountain grass. Isn't that gorgeous? Absolutely gorgeous. And then, how stunning, simple yet stunning is this display? So I've got a echinacea there. We decided to put that echinacea and then Ipomoea and the Celosia on that side. And guys, it's just gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Yep, absolutely gorgeous. All right, guys, isn't that gorgeous? I love it. I love it. It looks amazing. We love if you can subscribe to the channel, share with a gardening friend too as well. Quick, simple way to buy your perennials that you need for your garden that you can just use for a temporary display. Leave them in a container, stack them. You can hide the container with the leaves if you want to. And then once your season is done and you're ready to transition your containers, then you just move them out and then just go plant them in your landscape. So very easy, cost-effective way to have a beautiful display, enjoy the flowers while it lasts in an area you're going to see them, and then just transplant them to your yard. So would love if you can subscribe to the channel, share with a gardening friend too as well. Until next time, everybody, happy gardening. Just gorgeous. All right, guys. See you next time.